guys, I just wanted to share with you how I set up my 2020 family budget. So this is the Erin Condren Deluxe 2020 Planner. So it goes January through December. And then these are just a few of the stickers that I used. I used a whole bunch of different ones from my collection that I have, but these are just a few that I mainly will be using for this planner. So let's get started. So this page is the overview of the 2019-2020 section, and I use this part for my sinking funds. So if you follow me on Instagram, I kind of did a quick video a week or two ago about my last planner and how it changed from last year to this year. With moving, we just don't have a lot of sinking funds that happen once a year, if that makes sense. So these are like big things that I know are going to happen once a year. That's what I put on here. So Amazon Prime, I know that this is going to come out every November. So I just kind of put that here. My card tags will be in November, and then the school re-enrollment fee is in March. And so I kind of just put this on here, and this will actually get transferred to the monthly section of the planner as time goes on. And I try to do that beforehand so it's already there and I don't have to forget. I won't forget about it. So last year's planner, we kind of did, let me show you what that looks like with my last year's sinking funds. So this is last year's. This is what it looks like. You can see the things I crossed out: alarm permits for our house that were due once a year, flood insurance. We don't have a house anymore at this point since we moved out of state. HOA dues, and pest control. So those things I just don't worry about right now, but you can see where I used all the color coding stickers for that. And then here, this sheet, this little white sheet, you can use like white printer paper and just kind of use like a adhesive to stick it on. But I just used, it's a whole 8 by 11.5, like a label sheet. And I just cut it to where I need it to be. So that's that. So that's why you won't see very much on here for this one for us. Yeah, I don't know what else you could put on here. Maybe water, if your water is like every quarter. So just different things like that you can plan on happening once a year. This section here, let me tell you, I didn't tell you that part. So these dots here, these are the dots that I use. They are from Nicole Hutch, and I just got them off Etsy. They are transparent dots. And then I will tag everything at the bottom of this video so that you guys can have that or see where I got these from. There are a few others that I do use in my regular planner, like the Chrissy Ann Designs. So they're pretty much equivalent. I feel like these are a little bit more, you can actually remove them and restick them if you mess up. Whereas the Chrissy Ann Designs are pretty permanent and it'll actually tear your paper. So I do like these a lot. So I use these for this planner here. Okay, so back to here. This section here, I use for big things that are coming up or happening in the year. So for example, I know that in May, we're going to be taking a trip. So I'll put it on here so I can plan for it and plan for our spending and everything, or hotels or whatever the case may be, a month or two in advance. So I can save for that and book hotels and do the things that I need to do. So yeah, so here we're going out of town. We'll usually take a summer trip somewhere in, these next few months that'll go on here. So just as things pop up, that's where they'll go. And you can kind of see in last year's planner what that looks like completed. I'll show you for that one. So there's that. So you can see we took a trip to Vegas. We went on. So this is just completed from this past year, the 2019. In case some of you are wondering, these stickers here, which I really liked a lot, are from Oh Hello Stationery Company. And so that's where these monthly stickers are from, and they were super cute. I didn't reorder those. These stickers that I used in this planner, I basically just used from this new monthly edition sticker book. So that's where those all came from. There's that. And then let's see. Okay, so January, here's what we kind of have, I've set up. So in the old planner, you can see there's like a notes page at the very beginning of the month, which there is here as well. So I don't really know what I'm going to use that for, but there is that. So that's kind of what I did here. But since we have this layout here now, I basically transferred what I used here to here. So my goals, since this is already titled as goals, that's just how I'm going to leave it. And I use this for what are my goals for this month? Like, am I going to pay something off? That's typically what I use those for. Or if I'm going to pay a certain amount of money to a debt. And then the notes section, this is for things that I need to buy for trips or something that are coming up in the future, or birthdays or any type of gifts. So this is a reminder, like you need to buy this for the upcoming month. And then due this month, this here again basically comes from the sinking funds section. So that's what I use this part for, just as a reminder so that I can make sure that it's added in there and I don't forget about it. So that's how I'm going to use this portion of the new layout from the new planner. And then as far as monthly goes, I'll show you what stickers I use here. So I was using these, unfortunately I have way too many bills, so I kind of just quit using these. They're really good though. I like that you can actually write the amount and then check off when you paid it or not, and you can actually set those in these in the monthly dates, and they fit perfectly. This here, if you follow the Dave Ramsey plan and you do cash withdrawals for any type of expenses, like weekly expenses that you have, such as hair or groceries, gas, any of those things that you make your weekly envelopes for, these are really good for that. And so, you know, based on pay dates and when I'm going to withdraw the cash, I'll put the amount and then I'll put the sticker there. So these are also from Planner Envy, as well as these. So these are really, really cool. And I like these a lot to keep track of how much money we're withdrawing. And then, so what I use here now, instead of that bills due part, I kind of ran out, so I just ordered some more, but these stickers just have a $sign with a blank space, and I use these to track paydays. So I'll put the sticker on the paydays that I'm expecting a paycheck to come in, and that's where I put that here. Here, I just keep a rolling tally of how much income came in from these paychecks. I'll put it here. So that's kind of how I keep track of that. This part here, again, the stickers. So this longer washi came from the old, the edition 4 monthly sticker collection, because they do have the longer washi. Unfortunately, this new sticker book, monthly sticker book, does not. It's very short, which was a little disappointing for me. But I happen to have some left over from the older books, because I always buy 2 monthly edition books all the time. So this part here will be set up with my bills, and I usually will list the bill. I'll put the how much is due, the date, and then a little section for a check mark so I can show that it was paid. So I usually will set that up here. And then this portion here, I set up for monthly expenses, and I just put, based on the pay periods, on how I'm going to divide those monthly expenses, and then list what it is. So hair, groceries, gas, dry cleaning, whatever those monthly expenses maybe will go on here. And then there's several extra notes pages in the back here if you happen to use a lot of notes. So you can just see how I've already got this all set up for every single month. There's that. I'll just kind of flip through this real quick. But I just have it all ready to roll, because I'm ready to roll and tackle debt this coming year. So let's zoom forward to the back, because all the rest will all just kind of look the same. So on the back for notes, the notes that come back here. So just right before the notes, you have this monthly overview for 2021. Here, I always put, like, what are my plans for the following year? And basically it's like, what am I going to pay off, or what's going to happen that next year, you know, that I need to add to the planner for the following year. So that's kind of how I keep track of this here. And then here I get these tabs. I don't remember where they're from, but I think I got them Hobby Lobby or something in the planner section. So anyways, I just kind of set this up. What are the baby steps for Dave Ramsey? So I've got this all set up there. I use this page for inspiration. I just put some quotes. I might put some stickers this time. Last time I just kind of wrote everything out, wrote out all my quotes. to kind of remind me where I'm going, where I want to be, and to kind of just keep the motivation going, because paying off debt is hard and it's difficult. It's not an easy task, and you can very easily give up. So that's kind of what I use this page for. This part, 2020 goals. Again, what are my goals? What do I want to pay off when? So that's basically what that part is. You can kind of see this was this past year. So in January, my goal is to pay off that credit card. June, pay off that credit card. August. So I kind of just have a timeline and hope that I can stick to it. So that's basically what this will look like here once it's done. And these stickers I got from the teacher planner, the Erin Condren teacher, not planner, the Erin Condren teacher sticker book. So they came out very good. And then here, 2020 income. So you know how I said that I basically, on the monthly sections, on this part, I keep a rolling tally of, you know, kind of add up the amounts of income. It goes here, total. The total will go here, and then year to date. So I'll just kind of add those and total that up as it goes along. Here, account info. So all of my login info will go here for any accounts that I need to log into. Debt payoff, 2020 debt priority list. So on this part, I kind of have, I don't have it on here to show you guys, but just a little typed up sheet that basically shows debts in order that I plan to pay them off, what the balance is, what the interest rate is, or if it's zero interest. And then what else do I have on that one? I have the minimum payment due, and then like what is my goal for that bill? Like when do I plan on paying that one off? So that's kind of what I do here. Let's see, 2020 debt pay off. So this is as I pay them off. So here I'll have the list of all of our debts and then kind of what my goal is to try to pay them off. Like a date, I put a date on there. Doesn't always happen. Sometimes it does. So when it does, that's when I go here and I put, okay, I paid this credit card off then, and how much the amount was, because it's always a little, it's always good to see when you're paying things off, and it kind of helps keep the motivation ball rolling, so that you can kind of see here what happened. So this past year in January, we paid that off, didn't pay anything off there, paid that card off. August, we paid that card off. To September, we paid 3 credit cards off. So just, you can kind of see where we go from here. Kind of slacked off here. So anyways, never mind that part. So you can kind of see what I mean by debt payoff. As they get paid off, I actually keep track of what I paid off and how much the final balance was. So there's that. And that's pretty much it. There's a lot of notes section pages here in this new planner. And then you just have the traditional stickers in the back. And then, of course, your little pocket holders. But that's all. I just wanted to give you a quick rundown of how I set that up. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know. And please like my YouTube page. That way you can get any new updates on videos that I'm posting.